So everybody standing in the rain, I think they all need to hear this. I just want to thank you. Like, you come on these stages and you teach people how to debate professionally. You do it from Christian values, and you're very respectful. You let people finish, and I think the world needs to see that. So thank you very much, Charlie. But before I hop into my question, I just wanted to say, like, listening to that last debate, I was actually in a coma for 3 weeks. I was killed on Airport Boulevard here in Columbia on a motorcycle. And thank God they didn't cut me off, because I found God 1 year later, got baptized 2 years later, and it's the best thing that's ever happened. So, asking my question, this comes from the perspective of I'm the founder and owner operator of Ballot Access Pros. We knocked over 500,000 doors for Trump last year. We got RFK on the ballot in multiple states, and we fight for causes all over America. And one thing I've always stayed away from is abortion petitions, right? I think that abortions are acceptable only in a very few cases, but I think the liberal side will continue to push abortions, right? So this is where maybe you and I would disagree, and I brought this up to many people, and I just want to hear an honest opinion, especially from somebody educated like you. So it'll take me about 2 minutes to explain. Is that acceptable? Perfect. So right now, if kids grow up in fatherless homes, they're 71% more likely to be incarcerated. They're less likely to graduate high school and college, and they're more likely to hold a lower paying job, right? Now, yet the courts still award custody to the mothers the majority of the time, whether it's a good scenario for them or not. Then if a woman gets pregnant, right, she can choose to abort a child, and the man has zero say-so, even though it was a 50-50 act, right? Now, when you look at a man, if a man chooses to walk away from a child, he's going to spend 18 years in child support, and if he doesn't pay, he's going to go to prison, which there's clearly 11 million people already incarcerated for this right now. So my idea is, what would get me to support an abortion petition? It would be this. So let's say that a man and a woman decide to abort a child. They may do that in all 50 states up to 6 weeks before a heartbeat, right? What they will do is they will pay restitution to the state equal to what a father would pay in child support to programs for fatherless homes, right? So single parent families. They both would pay that fee separately. If a woman chooses to still have an abortion, but the man would like to have the child, the woman may do that, but she will pay restitution to the state for 18 years equal to child support. If the man decides that he wants it and the woman doesn't, right, he may have custody of that child, and then he will pay all medical expenses for the pregnancy and after, but he'll get full custody. So that's the premise of the idea. I want to know, like, what are your thoughts on